If I were to ask you what animal is more important to human history, the horse or the dog, which one would you pick? That is a question I asked in the last week's video, where I interviewed Dr. William Taylor about the early evolution, history, and domestication of the horse. As promised, this week will be the sequel to that video, where I interviewed my friend Cassidy Thornhill, who did her master's research on a horse that was found in Wyoming at a time when horses, as Will pointed out, were being introduced to the West through indigenous trade networks and just natural dispersal, readapting to a landscape in which they evolved in. And this horse is interesting, in other words, because it was found possibly at a time when horses were appearing to indigenous peoples before even Spanish or American or French explorers were coming and directly giving them to indigenous peoples. In Wyoming, it would have been, Spanish explorers or French trappers, because it was New Spain for a while, and of course it was part of the Louisiana Purchase that we got from Napoleon, because he was a little busy and just kind of used discount code too busy and sold it to Thomas Jefferson. So anyway, this video will be the sequel to that. Please let me know your answers to that question. Again, does this give you more context? And if you go back and watch my video on the history of dogs, or especially my ologies interview, where Allie Ward and I discussed, the ways in which dogs were crucial to life among indigenous Americans, especially before the horse was reintroduced. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk to Cassidy Thornhill.